Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So before this channel turned into a market updates and a latest news channel, I actually taught some pretty cool tips and tricks in order to help folks understand the trucking industry as well as manage their business better. So today I want to go back to my roots in a sense and share with you guys several tools that I have found that made my operations more efficient, and so that you can also make this year more efficient and maybe a little bit more manageable. We all know time is money, knowledge is power, and hopefully these tools are going to not only save you time like they did for me, but they also will give you knowledge about your own operations so that you can make better decisions for the future. All the links will be attached down below for the tools that I mentioned, and no, this video is not sponsored. Ready? Let's go! So, if we were to break down our business in the trucking industry into the main issues, we are really left with two of them. Number one is competition challenges, and number two is cash flow issues. These two things, at least in my experience, are the difference between keeping your company and business afloat and shutting your doors and going out of business completely. On the competition side, and we will be talking about the spot market here because I like to teach from experience and my experience lies with the spot market. When booking loads, you're competing against countless dispatchers, carriers, drivers, owner operators, and so on and so forth. Those of you who work off the spot market are probably familiar with the situation. You end up in a challenging market, a good load finally does come out, and before you even hear the ringback tone when calling the broker, the load is already covered. I never really understood how in the world that happened so fast, at least not until recently, and I'm going to share with you guys the trick that I found. And then of course there's the dreaded cash flow, which I would argue is the single most important measurement of your business's health. Did you guys know that Yellow, Convoy, Tony's Express, and Flagship Transport, they all went out of business because of poor cash flow? It's actually common knowledge, and it applies pretty much to any business across the board, that your business can be the most profitable in the world, but if you have poor cash flow, or God forbid, negative cash flow, you're at the risk of shutting down your operations. So again, I found two tools that I use on a daily basis that help me manage the competition issue as well as the challenges with cash flow. So let's start with cash flow. Like I said, cash flow can pretty much make or break any business, not just in the trucking industry, but in the trucking industry, it's even more pronounced because poor cash flow can lead you to a situation where you are not able to refuel, or you're not able to change out that busted tire that blew up on the freeway. And essentially, this is going to prevent you from even being able to make any money at all. Now, yeah, of course, there are ways to assist with cash flow. Factoring is one of them, which increases the money coming in, and then business credit cards or lines of credit, which pretty much delay the money going out. But even with these two things, you still need to know how to manage your cash flow, because eventually money will end up going out of your account. So yeah, you still have to know how to manage your cash flow, even if you have some things that help you with it. So I did find a pretty cool tool that has helped me manage my money and has helped me understand what to expect every single day, every week, and at the end of every single month. And this is called the cash flow calendar. So let me show you how it works. All right, so in order to show you the cash flow calendar, I'll be showing you a full screen right here. So this is how it looks, and it's by month here. So let's say that you have an opening balance. We're going to actually delete this. I'm going to show you how to add all of these things. So let's press add, and balance, we'll call it opening balance. This is the amount you have in your bank account. Let's say you have 10 grand in cash right now. Now, every single Friday, let's say you're estimating the fuel expense to be around $1,700. At the top of each day, do you see there is 8,300 right here? There we go. 4,100 here, 2,400, $700. This is taking your balance and taking into consideration everything. It's going to give you how much cash you're going to be left over with. Let's say that on the 10th of each month, you have a truck payment of $2,500. And now let's also add on the 5th a trailer payment. So we're going to click expense, call it trailer payment. And let's say the trailer payment is $800 per month on the 5th of each month. Do you see how the balances on top changed? So this is what we're looking for. So let's say you're factoring loads and you just did a load on December 1st that delivers on December 3rd right here. And once you factor it, you're going to get paid on December 4th, and you're going to get paid. We'll click income. We'll name it load, I don't know, ABC broker. And you're going to get paid. You're expecting $1,950 for that load. So it's going to be green, and it's also going to change your balances. Now, the great thing about this is you can right away see what to expect. Of course, there's going to be some unexpected expenses that you're going to fill in as they come, but you can also put in all of your fixed expenses. Let's say on the 12th, you have an insurance payment, right? Insurance, and we'll say that it costs you $1,500 per month for that insurance payment. And let's also say that it's the 2nd of December right now, and you had an unexpected tire expense. So we'll put in tires, and we'll put the amount in for, I don't know, $585, sorry. What you're gonna see right away is that by the 27th, as it stands right now, if no more expenses happen, except for the planned ones, and no more income comes in, let's say you stop factoring and you're doing the full 30 days paid, by December 27th, you're going to be negative $235 in terms of cash flow. So this has really saved me some time and money. It gives me the ability to see what to expect, what kind of loads I need to book, and so on and so forth. And then, of course, we have the competition aspect, and I really had no idea how people were doing it. How is it possible that a load gets covered within 10 seconds of coming out? And that is considering that I'm a pretty fast typer when I type emails, and I call right away on a load when it comes out. Well, the answer is pretty simple. A lot of you guys have been mentioning this in the comments and in the lives, and I have listened to your advice and I started researching this. It's all about having a Loadboard extension. Now, there are a ton of extensions out there. I personally use the Load Hunter extension for Chrome, but there's also Load Connect, Loadboard Ninja, and a ton of others. Now, the main feature that all of these Loadboard extensions share is the fact that you can email a broker with one click. Basically, you set up an email template of what you want to be sent as an email to the broker. And then when you're on the load board, you just click next to the broker, and that's it. The email is sent, and you're one of the first ones to get that email out. You also have the ability to call with one click. This is something I have not used because I usually book from my computer, and my phone does not really connect to my computer in that way. But yeah, everything is more efficient and faster. So let me show you what Load Hunter has done for me when booking loads. All right, in terms of the Loadboard extension, and again, I use Load Hunter, so let me share my screen with you to show you what it actually does. So here is my truck stop load board, and something that you will right away notice is there is also an RPM plus, which is basically the rate per mile with the deadhead and the loaded miles included, because usually truck stop is only going to show you the rate per mile based on loaded miles. So that is amazing. Now, let's say we're going to filter this. Let's say I really like this load to Denver, Colorado. Once I click on it, first things first, what it does, and I'm sorry, you can't see the map here. It shows you a map, but it shows me right away the RTS factoring score, which basically means I do not have to go to the RTS website to see if this broker is okay to work with or not. And you can choose on Load Hunter what is your factoring company. It also gives you the ability right here to send an email with one click. So if I were to click this, it would send an email right away to the broker with a template that I have set up. To top it off with Load Hunter, if you click this alternative button off and you put in your cost per mile, let's say ours is $1.85, you can see your profit right away per mile, which is pretty cool. But the coolest thing is, of course, this factoring thing that prevents me from having to check on a different screen whether the broker is factorable or not. The fact that you can send an email with just one click, and the fact that you can also call with just one click. You can also send a text message with just one click. So that makes everything way more efficient. So yeah, guys, I hope that these two tools will help you manage your business more efficiently and will provide some knowledge into how your operations are actually doing. How's your cash flow doing? It has helped me immensely. I started using both of these tools in the beginning of September of 2024, and after a month of using them, I am pretty happy. Anyway, guys, wishing you all a fantastic rest of your week. Stay safe, stay healthy, and keep learning. See you in the next video.